こう訳して書いてって、
So I actually translated and interpreted each row.
サブルーチンコールされてればサブルーチンを貼ってこういう風に
And if the subroutine is being called, I would bring it over here.
こういう風に貼って一つ一つこうやって貼ってったわけですね。
And I just cut and pasted every subroutine that I had come across.
My God, that is incredible. This is from Cosmic Soldier. This.
そうです。
Yes.
Wow.
そしてこのように解析こういう風にしてから解析してからこれを全部きれいにこのフローチャートに
I had compiled all the information into a flowchart.
This is an incredible historical record. Thank you for sharing this with us.
歴史的な記録ですね。ありがとうございます。拝見させていただきまして。
こういう風に全部その各ルーチンごとにこれ全部こういう風にきれいに書いて、このコスミックソルジャーに関しては本当全部パーフェクトに
So I have 100% of analysis being compiled in this flowchart for the Cosmic Soldier. I have understood everything about Cosmic Soldier.
これを通常の営業をしながら、国内営業しながら夜3時4時まで半年かけて、3ヶ月かな、これにかけたのがですね。
So after I have spent 6 months on the analysis, I spent additional 3 months on compiling them into this flowchart. In the evening, after I have done work as a domestic salesperson during the day, I would stay up until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to work on this.
Wow.
だからもうずっと口内炎ができて痛
So
く
I had
て寝不足
yes, I was always suffering from lack of sleep, and I would have inflammation in my mouth all the time.
でもこれをやったおかげでゲームというものはどういうふうに構成されてるかっていうのが分かったんですね。
But thanks to my hard work, I was able to educate myself on what the architecture or the structure of a game is.
This is incredible. I'm very happy to see that you've kept your collection.
この LP も含めてこれらすべてを残されているというのは素晴らしいことだと思います。
別にこれ
体験できても本当に嬉しいです。
コレクションじゃないんですけどね。
These are not collections, so to speak.
だからじゃあ自分に関わった作品
I
っ
just
てい
kept
う
whatever I had been involved in.
Compression system, and that is how I came up with this editor.
Looking at this particular image here, can you recall perhaps how long it would take an artist or someone working on this, let's say, to create this detailed image here, just this image?
まあアーティストの人がデザイナーの方が実際にこのここにある画を作るのにどれくらいの時間かかったかっていうのは。
Because everything would have to be, each pixel would have to be placed manually.
でやるんですけど、一番最初は
I will show you how it's made.
これやると画面単位で見てきます。
Sorry, please don't mind me. I'm just getting some video footage here. This is fascinating.
So the numbers right there shown on the screen are where the enemies will appear.
Okay. Yeah, this would make, I can see how a tool such as this would make game creation or map creation much easier.
でこういうのがあればマップとかを作るときにっていうかゲームを作るときにもかなり技術的にというか簡単になるのではない。
これがないと逆にできないですね。全体像が分かんないから。
In fact, without these numbers, it's impossible to make the game because it will be impossible to know the entire view. these music pieces. So their notes are not so accurately written on the lines.
Wow, this must have been incredibly time-consuming to then have to convert this into basically computer data and input all of the computer data on your own. How long did it take, can you recall, the music for Gandora?
It didn't even take a week actually because I couldn't read the notes. There was someone else who would read me the notes. This is do, this is re, and then I would make the notes into data. And then after I have made the data version of the music, I would ask for an ultimate check by the composers.
This is fascinating for me because it shows that for these older projects, you were like the enabler which facilitated the skills of every other person coming together. It wasn't simply programming some data in. It was a case of really allowing the abilities of others to work in tandem to create a game.
Yes, the programmer was like a magician.
Like a magician, exactly.
Yes, at the center of everything in the project.
Even before programmers were the central part, played a central role in making a game, central role in order for the composers to make the music, the graphic artists to make the art. Before that, programmers did everything. For example, the Haunted Cave in a Magic Garden, the programmer, I made the music, I made the graphic, I made everything. But as time passed and as the technology developed, despite that I wanted to be a creator, I wanted to do the creative things, I was feeling that I was becoming a part, I was becoming like a hammer, I was becoming like just mere technology, just a mere tool and equipment. And then despite the fact that when I started making games, when I started making the programs, I was the center part and I was the creator. Afterwards, there started to be there were different producers who would there started to be different producers and directors who would tell me to make what kind of a game and whatnot. And then that's why I had quit, because I wanted to do everything, I wanted to make everything on my own.